on the ground! Good! Hands on the ground!
On May 16, 2023, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Police were tracking 16-year-old Isaiah Espinosa, wanted for serious violent offenses and armed robbery. Come
here, Dad! Stay right there!
When the Chevy sedan was stopped, 18-year-old Isaac Reyes pulled a gun while fleeing and was shot once by officers before collapsing.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Hey! Get fire! I'm shot! Shoot! Shoot her down! Shoot her down!
Moments later, Espinosa and another accomplice tried to run on foot but didn't get far. Both were quickly taken into custody.
Get on the ground! Hey! Get fire! I'm shot! Shoot! Shoot her down! Shoot her down!
In the end, all suspects were arrested. No officers or civilians were injured, proving that every shot fired only made the road to jail shorter. Just after midnight, a patrol unit spots a car in a known drug area. The driver refuses to stop. He runs stop signs, then suddenly spins around, headlights blinding the officers. From behind the glass, gunfire bursts out. An AK-style pistol points straight at the patrol car. Officers fire back, step out, and close in. The driver, 34-year-old Anthony Garcia, is hit and taken into custody. He survives, faces felony charges, and the officers walk away unharmed. Raising a weapon at police is not a defense. It is the end of options.
I can't breathe.
Yep, we're working it. Yep,
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Take that off.
I can't breathe.
Watch your heels. Yep.
I can't breathe.
Stop right here. Back up.
April 10th, Louisville, Kentucky. A 911 call rings out. Gunfire inside Old National Bank. Officers rush in, every second cutting like a blade. The shooter, just 25 and about to lose his job, chose a rifle over reason. One spark of anger turned the building into smoke and blood. Police stormed the branch. Bullets echoed from both sides. 5 lives were lost, 9 more wounded, including 2 officers.
God, don't have an angle. I think I got him down. I think down.
One reckless act and the whole community paid the price. Each bullet fired is like a door closing forever.
Yeah. Suspect down. Get the officer.
Do we choose silence, or do we choose to think before we act? If it were you, what lesson would stay with you after this tragedy? Share your thoughts below. Police respond to multiple 911 calls of a man stabbing people inside a residential building near 62nd Avenue and 102nd Street. Officers from the 112th Precinct encounter 46-year-old Jamshed Namatov holding a knife. Commands to drop it are ignored as he charges forward. Officer O'Rourke fires 1 round. Officer Taveras fires 3, and Sergeant De Costanzo deploys a taser. Nematov is struck and later does not survive at the hospital. His wife was injured during the attack and is now recovering in hospital. The path of resistance with a weapon in hand never leads back to freedom. Around 9:15 p.m., officers respond to Magnolia Avenue and 14th Street after reports of an armed man.
Put it down! Put the gun down! Drop it!
They locate 26-year-old Anthony Loya, matching the description, waving a firearm near a park. Commands to drop the weapon are ignored.
Put it down! Put it down! Put it down now! Put it down! Put it down!
Drop it! Drop it!
Loya points the gun toward passing cars and people. Officers open fire. Medical aid is given, but he does not survive. No civilians or officers were hurt. Raising a weapon at police is not a defense. It is the end of options. Detectives track 16-year-old Isaiah Espinosa, wanted on felony warrants for violent crimes and armed robbery.
Stay right here! Hands on the ground! Gun! Drop the gun!
They spot him in a Chevy sedan with 3 others. When officers block the car, Espinosa and another male run, but are quickly taken into custody.
Police, hands up! Get on the ground! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Police, hands up! Police, hands up! Don't hands up! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
A third suspect, 18-year-old Isaac Reyes, pulls a gun while fleeing. A detective fires, striking him once. Reyes is treated, then booked into jail. All suspects are arrested. No officers or civilians were injured. Every mile of running only made the road to custody shorter. A black Cadillac tears down I-49 at 140 miles per hour, swerving between lanes and refusing to stop. What began as a simple traffic stop turns into a dangerous pursuit.
TBI A and B, TBI A and B.
Troopers attempt a TBI, but the driver regains control and even drives the wrong way. Spike strips finally shred the tires.
We're still, we are getting back on northbound, so negative drive.
With the car slowing, a second TVI forces it into the median. The vehicle is boxed in, and both the driver and passenger are taken into custody. The driver is identified as Michael Dorsey. He's cleared at the hospital and now faces multiple felony charges. The faster the escape, the quicker the consequences arrive. June 28, 2023, a routine traffic stop in Los Angeles was shattered when sudden gunfire erupted nearby. It was 44-year-old Michael Meadows firing toward a store. Officers immediately engaged.
Just
Don't drive high.
Yes, sir.
Because you can get a DUI like that.
Meadows was struck and did not survive. No one else was harmed. One man's actions ended abruptly, a reminder of how close an ordinary street can come to turning into tragedy. Fairfax, Virginia, a teenager called 911 claiming he had killed 2 people. When officers arrived, the false alarm turned into a real attack. The teen pulled a knife and stabbed an officer in the lower body. The officer was rushed to the hospital and is now in stable condition. The suspect was taken into custody on the spot. What began as a fabricated call ended in violence, proof that even a lie can cut as sharply as a blade. Deputies rushed to an apartment after 19-year-old Vanessa Eugene called 911, claiming she had been strangled and battered.
Little kid here, female, screaming for help. Take the ram.
Unsure if Eugene or someone else was in danger, they forced entry to make contact. As they moved closer, tension filled the air. Commands were given, but only screams came back.
Let me see your hands. Come out now. Come out now. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Sheriff's office. Let me see your hands.
A woman cried for help, locked herself in the bathroom, then suddenly burst out with a knife, charging at a sergeant. Gunfire erupted. She was struck, given first aid, and later died at the hospital. A call for help had turned into tragedy, reminding us how thin the line is between rescue and loss. If you agree with the officer's actions, comment number 1. Los Angeles, November 1st, 2023. Benjamin Pritchard attacked a man with a machete, then armed himself with a knife as LAPD officers rushed to the scene. He ran through the streets carrying a knife and a glass bottle, ignoring every command.
Go, go. If he runs towards these people, we're taking.
Lock the doors.
He dropped the knife, didn't he?
No, he's alarmed.
This is LAPD. Lock the doors.
Hey, I said drop knife.
Let go of the knife now. Drop the knife. Drop the knife.
Even 2 TASER deployments couldn't stop him. Pritchard pushed into a restaurant patio filled with people. When he turned toward officers with the knife raised, gunfire erupted.
Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Careful. Shot fired. Put it up. Don't. Careful. Drop the knife. Careful, bro. Careful! Shots fired! Put it out! Don't move!
He was struck, taken into custody, and later died at the hospital. No one else was injured. It shows how one desperate act can trap a man in a corner where violence shuts every exit. Officers approached a man outside a theater on Greenmount Avenue after reports he was carrying knives and causing a disturbance.
Put your knives down! Put your knives down! Hey, I got one like the leave! I did right now! Man, we don't want to do this!
5 officers surrounded him, giving repeated commands to drop the weapons. He refused to comply, pacing and shouting as tensions grew. taser was deployed and gunshots soon followed.
Put the knife down! Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
43 should be there coming up.
Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
Taking my way out.
Moments later, the man was struck and collapsed on the sidewalk. Officers moved in, secured his hands, and started CPR. He was taken to the hospital in stable condition. The road of violence always narrows, and every step with a weapon closes the distance to tragedy. Police responded to reports of a disturbance at Garner Road and Martin Luther King Boulevard. There, 44-year-old Frederick Hall refused to calm down and began swinging at officers.
I got to get to my house. I need to get.
Either you come and you can back down.
No. Don't bug up. Do not grab onto me.
Come on, grab. Back up. That's what I needed, baby. That's what I... Oh, show me some more. All right, 20 units. Everything. Down the grill. Down the grill.
2 taser attempts failed, and the struggle escalated in the middle of the intersection. 6 officers moved in, using clubs and fists to finally subdue him.
17 traffic, Garner, MLK, Garner, MLK.
I lost it. Here.
Stay on the ground! Put your hand behind your back! What? Oh, we got one cut.
No, we don't.
Roll over! Alright,
Go.
I gotta take it.
Okay. Roll over. Hands free. Don't grab me. Go.
He's biting!
He's biting. He's biting. Let go.
Hey, who's got my time? Butcher!
Let go.
Stop biting her! Stop biting her!
Let go.
Stop biting her!
Stop. Get off.
Stop biting her!
Get off. Let go. Let go of my leg.
Stop biting her! Move your hand. Move your hand. Stop biting her! She's got a hold of his leg. Let go of the leg. Now. Let go of the leg. He's not complying with anything. I already tased. There you go.
10-9, that traffic you're saying, send EMS in.
Hold EMS.
Hold EMS.
Hold EMS.
All right, hold on. Grab that hand.
Sure.
Just hold it.
Stop grabbing.
All right, we're gonna get him over on flat and we're gonna get the other side, okay?
Yep.
No. I'm out.
I can't get it. All right, he's cuffed.
Hall was hospitalized and later appeared in court by video. He faces charges of resisting an officer and assault on a government official, with bond set at $20,000. The district attorney ruled officers acted within the law, reminding us that fighting the police only makes the situation worse. Cooperation is always safer. Arkansas, July 18th, 2024. A state trooper stops a black sedan for speeding on I-630. The driver gives a false name and claims she's rushing a child to the doctor. Moments later, she takes off. The chase races through city streets and highways, blowing red lights, ignoring stop signs, and topping 100 miles per hour.
You gotta keep your little speed, okay? Down 130, down 130. Left, right, big, big. just next we going into the GDI.
A tactical vehicle intervention ends it on I-430 South. The car strikes a guardrail, flips into the median, and the driver is ejected. She is identified as Diviana Bullock, hospitalized with injuries. A warrant awaits her release. Running from sirens never leads home, only to handcuffs. Was this the only way to keep everyone safe? Comment yes. On April 2nd, along the Turner Turnpike in Oklahoma, police pursued 32-year-old Charles Carswell III, an armed robbery suspect, as he sped recklessly and opened fire on troopers.
Northbound I-44.
Back to the outside shoulder.
Back on the outside shoulder. I don't know if you exit Kilpatrick.
Together, buddy. WE is bound to the Kilpatrick.
He's now on the Kilpatrick.
Successful TBI.
During the chase, Carswell nearly struck a motorcycle officer on duty, putting countless drivers in danger. Gunfire echoed as the suspect's car tore down the highway, every second a deadly struggle, while troopers stayed locked on his trail.
Clear on traffic stop, it's the 155. 155, traffic is stop.
TBI, TBI, TBI.
950 was okay on TBI.
Pursuit ended with a precise PIT maneuver that sent his car spinning out. On the highway, his recklessness found only one finish line with no escape. Late morning in Los Angeles turned chaotic when gunfire erupted on East 36th Street, April 26, 2024. Police say 24-year-old John Lopez shot a relative, then bolted from the scene. A helicopter crew later spotted him pedaling a bicycle straight onto the busy I-5 freeway, dodging cars as ground units rushed in.
Hit him with the door. Let's go.
Turning onto Daly Street, Lopez was boxed in by a patrol car. He crashed to the pavement and was quickly taken into custody. Doctors treated his knee injury before he was booked on violent charges. The weapon was seized. The victim survived. One reckless act showed how a single morning can tilt from family dispute to felony in an instant. A gray BMW was pulled over on the southbound shoulder when chaos struck. From the opposite lane, a black BMW M3 spun out of control, crossed the median, and smashed into two vehicles. An officer narrowly avoided being hit. All involved escaped with minor injuries. The 17-year-old driver now faces reckless driving charges. Speed leaves no glory when the finish line is the hospital and the courtroom. Just after 4 p.m. in Pacific Beach, San Diego police received an urgent call from Taylor Library about a man with an axe threatening people inside.
Cass Street, we have a man with a city here. 4725 Cass. What is your phone number? Not yet. With me, I'm going to get my house started. I was not going to hang up on you. You might hear some click.
Surveillance showed him smashing computers and cutting power cords before walking out, still armed. Officers spotted him nearby.
Hey, put your hands up, take the axe out! Take the axe out! Put it down! Put it down! Put the axe down! Put the axe down! Put the axe down! Hey, get some distance, Drop it! Drop it!
I'm gonna stand and see.
Commands were given, but he refused. When the danger closed in and he raised the axe, an officer fired.
Drop the...
And first aid was rendered immediately. A quiet library nearly turned into tragedy, showing that when danger comes too close, a split-second decision can draw the line between chaos and control. In Georgia, sirens meant to save lives turned into the beginning of a chase. On April 17, 2024, a man seized an ambulance from a hospital with paramedics still inside. They leapt to safety as he roared away.
Stationary at the light, we are continuing southbound here.
The stolen ambulance tore through neighborhoods, blowing past red lights and smashing into parked cars. What began as an escape quickly turned into a rolling hazard across the city.
Hey, watch him. Be on go. Watch him. Yeah. Watch him. No. Heavy traffic over here. Yeah, up and around. Watch out.
Officers deployed spike strips, but the suspect kept driving until a PIT maneuver forced the ambulance into a concrete pole. He tried to run on foot, but police closed in and arrested him. No one else was seriously hurt, yet an ambulance, built to deliver aid, was twisted into a weapon of risk, a stark reminder that recklessness behind the wheel can turn hope itself into danger. Rain fell over Pensacola as troopers tried to stop a speeding Hyundai Genesis on May 23, 2023. The driver was tailgating dangerously on slick roads. Instead of pulling over, he accelerated south on Palafox Street and refused to comply. Florida Highway Patrol launched a pursuit, working to keep the car from swerving into oncoming lanes. What began as a routine stop nearly became disaster in seconds. In moments like this, calm hands on the wheel can be the difference between control and chaos. When police at a subway station were alerted to a man with a knife, the suspect, Mason Swainor, had just threatened a young commuter. Instead of stopping, he ran into the streets, striking a 74-year-old woman and stabbing a 61-year-old man. Pedestrians scattered in fear.
I want you to drop.
Stabbing, citizen.
Drop the knife.
Northbound Vermont towards
Drop it, I'll shoot you.
area the supervisor.
Drop it or I'll shoot you. Step away from the knife. Drop. Lay down. I'm not playing with you. You grab that knife, I won't shoot you. Grab that knife, I won't shoot you.
Hey, Airship, can you direct me to this info?
Repeat your location. They're gonna be in a parking lot.
Hey, just drop the knife, bro. Relax, drop the knife.
Cornered in a parking lot, Swainor gripped the knife and charged at officers.
Suspect south of Oakwood.
A single shot brought him down, ending the rampage. He survived and now faces attempted murder charges. The victims are recovering, but the day showed how fragile public safety can be when violence erupts without warning. Florida, May 9th, 2024. Melina Logan, 27, stole a Honda Civic from a dealership and sped 90 miles per hour on the Palmetto Expressway. She hit several cars before getting stuck near the 25th Street exit.
She's still going forward the vehicle.
Malta was in the forward. She's trapped inside the car.
Logan jumped out, leapt into a lake, and refused rescue. Officers pulled her out and arrested her. One victim was hospitalized. She now faces charges including auto theft and resisting arrest. A reckless choice turned a test drive into a path to jail. July 25th, 2022. Suspect Quentin Lark stole an Amazon delivery van and tried to make his escape. Guided by GPS, officers tracked him as the van smashed into parked cars along Arlington streets, then tore into a dangerous pursuit through neighborhoods and onto the highway. Larks crossed the median, hit multiple vehicles, and finally ran on foot across lanes, only to be stopped by a tall wall blocking his path. Officers moved in and made the arrest safely. No one was seriously injured, but Larks now faces charges including attempted murder and carjacking. A reckless chain of choices ended not with freedom, but with consequences far heavier than any crash. In Hacienda Heights, officers found Trinidad Velasco sitting in a pickup truck with a gas can, refusing commands. He drove at two deputies, fled, then returned holding a sharp object. Verbal warnings and rubber rounds failed. As he charged forward, officers opened fire. Velasco was treated at the scene and taken to a hospital. No one else was injured. In moments of crisis, refusing to stop can turn danger inward, placing one's own life on the edge. On a Memphis roadside, tension broke the silence on March 18, 2023. Officers stopped 43-year-old Melissa Horton after reports she had tried to shoot her fiancé. As she sat behind the wheel, commands were given. Instead, she pulled a handgun and aimed it at Chief Higgins. The standoff ended in seconds. Officers fired, and Horton was struck down. No officers were injured. What might have been a traffic stop ended as a turning point where defiance erased every chance of calm. Police closed in on 30-year-old Justin Witten, wanted for domestic violence. He tore through a neighborhood at 70 miles per hour, then leapt from the car and rolled on a skateboard down the street, brushing off every command to stop.
Stop! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Put your hands up!
As his hand dove into his pocket, an officer fired. A handgun hit the pavement beside him. Witten went down and never got back up. No officers were injured.
Roll away from the gun if you can!
Roll away!
In one heartbeat, flight turned into finality. A road that ended not in escape, but in silence.
Put your hands up!
On June 9, 2024, a family dispute in Pomona spiraled out of control when 60-year-old Kenneth Gennardini opened fire inside his home. He fled and collided with a civilian vehicle at Holt and White.
Hands up! Put your hands up! Get your hands up! Don't move for anything, you can get shot! Keep your hands where I can see them, you're gonna get bit! Get out of the car! Get out of the car with your hands up! Then call out the window then!
Police arrived quickly, negotiating for surrender while rescuing the uninvolved driver with an armored vehicle. As Gennardini drew a gun and aimed at officers, they fired back.
Cease fire! Cease fire! Fire! Do it! Put your hands up!
In the end, a weapon only turned conflict into chaos, never into resolution. Indianapolis, Indiana, July 24th, 2025. A woman was shot on North Ritter Avenue and later died at the hospital. The suspect, 76-year-old Walter McNary, fled in a vehicle. Police spotted him less than an hour later. McNary led officers on a chase, firing at patrol cars as he fled through city street. The pursuit ended on West Congress Avenue, where McNary got out with a rifle and aimed at officers.
I got one out! Police, cover your head!
SWAT moved in after gunfire, taking him into custody. He later died at the hospital. Violence on the streets is like a fire in dry grass. Once sparked, it spreads faster than anyone expects. Do you think officers had any other choice in this chase? Comment yes if you agree. Police rushed to an apartment complex after reports of a man violating a protective order and threatening neighbors. The first officer saw 37-year-old Brian Simonton holding a gun.
Drop the firearm now! Drop the firearm! Drop the firearm! Drop it! Drop it!
Commands to drop it were ignored, and gunfire erupted. The officer was shot in the arm while pushing residents to safety. Backup arrived and cornered Simonton.
He's lifting his gun up at. Hey! Put your gun down! Get back, get back! Get down! Be careful of crossfire. We're on the inside. We're on this. We're on the unit.
He continued to fire until officers stopped him. A revolver and shell casings were found at the scene. The officer was released from the hospital the next day. Protective orders exist to keep families safe before danger escalates. Do you believe they should be enforced more strongly? Comment yes if you agree.
Be careful, be careful!
Fort Lauderdale, Florida. A Mercedes SUV carrying 4 suspects sped off when police attempted a traffic stop near Sunrise Boulevard.
Hey, I got it.
Light it up, light it up, light it up!
Even after a direct collision, the SUV kept going, forcing officers to continue the chase.
11:19 for 10:31. To the other side, to the other side, right up to the other.
To protect traffic, troopers executed a PT maneuver on Sunrise Boulevard near Polk 95. The SUV flipped, bringing the pursuit to a dramatic end. All 4 suspects were arrested. The driver, 20-year-old Dorshawn Tate Jr., recently out of prison, now faces aggravated fleeing charges. Running never opens an escape. It only tightens the grip of the law. Do you think police handled it correctly? Comment yes if you agree. Troopers engaged in a high-speed pursuit after a driver refused to stop. The chase stretched for more than 30 minutes across the interstate. Officers deployed multiple sets of spike strips, gradually wearing down the vehicle. At one point, the suspect swerved dangerously close to a trooper standing by the roadway. chaos, the tires shredded, troopers attempted PIT maneuvers. A final strike at highway speed disabled the car and forced it off the road.
We're getting out.
The suspect fled onto the overpass and was subdued shortly after. The highway makes no sound, but it always answers when defiance meets speed. Police were monitoring a stolen U-Haul when 41-year-old Ryan Taylor climbed inside and immediately rammed an undercover vehicle into a fire hydrant. Instead of stopping, Taylor sped onto side streets and then the Dallas North Tollway.
Highway on D&T. Oh my God!
Just down.
For 13 minutes, he refused to pull over, slamming into 13 vehicles and forcing traffic into chaos. Exiting the tollway, he struck the center median, crashed into a tree, and ran into a private hangar.
Police, stop!
There, he fired twice at officers. Officer Kenan Craven returned fire, hitting him in the leg. Taylor was arrested and taken to the hospital. He now faces multiple felony charges. A Florida trooper locked onto a Chevrolet Malibu flying at 91 miles per hour on I-4. Instead of stopping, driver Tristan Stephen Dixon pushed harder, topping 100 as he weaved recklessly through heavy traffic.
Division. All units if you want to ride location. Gonna try it, Ted. What's your hit? Big Bell, still heading westbound. Red light coming up. He's spoken. I got the radio. Southbound. We'll be He's going underneath my board.
The Malibu clipped multiple cars, leaving a trail of chaos across the highway. Yet Dixon kept going. Patrol units stayed close, waiting for the right moment to end it. After a mile of dangerous swerves and near misses, officers executed a PIT, spinning the Malibu off South Street. Dixon bolted on foot but was quickly caught. Passenger Melissa Ann Dre was also detained. Inside the car was more than damage, hundreds of stolen credit card records, and a laptop with victims' data. 1 mile of reckless defiance ended with years of consequences. Florida Highway Patrol was asked to assist with a traffic stop on a vehicle suspected of drug trafficking. At 3:13 p.m., a trooper clocked the black Hyundai at 80 miles per hour in a 70 zone. Radar confirmed the speed. When the stop was attempted, the driver fled, weaving through traffic and even racing along the emergency shoulder. It was more than just speeding. Drugs and reckless driving form a deadly mix where one desperate choice can destroy lives in seconds. Speed and meth never share the same road without danger. Florida, a gray Chevy Equinox reported stolen was spotted tearing westbound at nearly 100 miles per hour in a 70 zone. Every reckless move raised the stakes for innocent drivers around him.
Traffic, 1541, 46 traffic.
The SUV lost control, veered onto the grassy shoulder, and came to a stop. For troopers, it wasn't just a stolen car. It was a moving threat on one of Florida's busiest highways. Every reckless choice can put lives at risk, even before the patrol lights begin to flash. Christian Johnson, 54 years old, called 911 3 times asking for help. Officers who knew him from a prior call responded for a welfare check. He shouted that someone was trying to kill him. Officers ordered him to drop the weapons, but he refused.
Right now! No! Please put the knife out of my heart! Put the knife down! Put the knife down right now, Christian!
Moments later, Johnson raised the knife and hammer over his head and charged at the officers. Both opened fire. Johnson was struck multiple times and died at the scene. The weapons were recovered nearby. No officers were injured. It was a stark reminder that a welfare check can turn into a deadly confrontation in seconds. The chase began when police spotted a vehicle that had just fled from another agency. Officers deployed spike strips, but the driver continued south, ramming into a police formation and injuring an officer.
13, we're still southbound Green Bay. Approaching 165, speed 77. Big fight! Big fight! 13 on number 1. Yeah, pull him.
Green Bay.
Headquarters to 790, Santa Strip. Headquarters 790.
Came out of fight.
A PIT maneuver forced the vehicle off the road. The driver, identified as 25-year-old Delon J. Williams of Zion, jumped out from the passenger side and ran into the woods.
Hey, high risk, high risk, high risk! Hey, Bill!
Officers pursued and quickly took him into custody. Williams faces charges including resisting police and drug possession. The officer recovered and returned to duty. One reckless escape led to lasting consequences.
You have a firearm on you?
July 8th, 2020, officers responded to a hotel near Black Canyon Highway after a 911 caller reported his roommate had fired a gun outside.
Stay over there.
Yeah, please stay the fuck away from me. I didn't do shit. You got your people back. Look, I have everything on my phone.
Let me see your phone. Let me see.
Everything's
Show
on
me.
my phone.
Show me who shot him. Show me.
I didn't have the video, but I have all
Well,
this
you
fucking
said you.
proof on. like,
Show me your
written
proof that somebody shot
It's
the gun.
written fucking proof. This
You have
even
ID
threatening
first of all.
I have a template.
They located 24-year-old Giovanna Kelsey McCreary near a parking lot. She denied having a weapon, but officers found ammunition, drugs, and a warrant during their search.
What are these?
As an officer tried to handcuff her, McCreary pulled a handgun and fired.
Come here.
She's got a...
925 David, 998.
The round narrowly missed. Officers drew their weapons and shot back, striking her twice. She was taken to the hospital in critical condition but survived. No officers or bystanders were hurt. The road back to freedom is longer than any street once a gun is drawn.
Don't be stupid. She's got a...
On January 1st, 2020, deputies and Grass Valley Police confronted 25-year-old Gabriel Strickland on Walker Drive after reports he was walking with a handgun.
Drop the gun now! Hey, tell Grass Valley units to get out of crossfire!
Okay?
Just drop the gun!
Put it down.
Yeah, it's working.
Put it down, put it down, put it down.
Drop the gun now!
Officers ordered him to drop the weapon, but he refused. Strickland pointed the gun in several directions, including toward the approaching officers. Shots were fired as the standoff escalated.
Drop it now! Drop it!
Even a replica can carry the weight of danger. One wrong move with a weapon can close doors that should have stayed open. Phoenix, Arizona, December 23rd, 2019. 2 days before Christmas, 38-year-old Richard Ruiz turned a mall parking lot into chaos. He shot a woman during a carjacking attempt, stole a red pickup, and fired at a man rushing to help. Officers arrived as Ruiz circled back, still armed.
On high rate speed.
Bravo, please.
637. Red Tacoma going. whatever for the Burlington Coat Factory, 10-6-11.
After a failed attempt to stop his truck, Ruiz stepped out with a gun. 2 officers opened fire and he was killed. 3 victims survived, 2 with non-life-threatening wounds. A holiday afternoon turned into a stark reminder of how quickly safety can vanish when weapons appear. Thanks for watching till the end. These chases remind us how real the danger is, and how brave our officers are. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe.